Hello, my name is Ilona and today is Thursday, April 6th, 2023, and I was sent a video by Jason Shurka, and this had to do with the coming or the next health crisis, which would be connected to the avian flu. And he wanted this message to be spread so that everyone would know about it, and that could possibly stop the people that are behind this. Not so sure about that, but he mentions things like this has to do with this new crisis. It's been weaponized. It's been used in the labs in the Ukraine, and that's why the war is going on there. They want to use this to bring in digital money and, of course, the passes, which are connected with the stings. That's how they want to bring this in. And he actually recommends, I believe, that first of all, if you do get sick, this is man-made. If you should stock up on vitamin D, and there's some kind of device he is recommending. I'm always like, with things like that, see if it resonates with you. I believe that we are very capable of healing ourselves. And the more we step into our power, the more we are really capable of healing ourselves and not dependent on things outside of ourselves. I do believe we can support ourselves with supplements. This is, of course, a process, but the stronger we'll get, the more powerful we'll get, and we won't need anything outside of ourselves. So with devices and things like that, always see if it resonates for you. And he also recommends becoming vegan, and I'm very... People should make their own decisions if you want to become vegan or not. Of course, it's also part of the global agenda to become vegans in a way. They're pushing it. They're pushing all these really very strange foods for veganism and of course all kinds of fabricated meat replacements and things like that. Of course, you can, if you're vegan, eat fruits and grains and vegetables, little things like that, and just not get into all those fake meats and fake things like that. But I believe everyone should make their own decision what feels right to their body and what they should eat or not eat. But this is what he says in the video. So he advises to become to become a vegan and to not eat chicken or turkey. But I'm like, really decide for yourself how this feels. I think I've mentioned everything what he kind of mentioned in his video. And I actually taken a look at it. To me, it doesn't really resonate. It doesn't really feel like this is going to happen in that way. But the cards I got was the King of Pentacles. And the central card is the Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. In the past, we have the Six of Swords. Underneath the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Four of Pentacles. And for the near future, we have the King of Swords and I think I've missed a card. There was something else. I've done this one in the Dutch video, and I believe that, let's see. Which one was it? I think it was the Five of Pentacles. Yes. I actually done a card reading after that one, and this card also showed up in that reading. So I actually already had it on the table ready. But it's the Five of Pentacles, and I actually got a clarifier, which is the Knight of Swords with this. Of course, if you want me to see the cards, when I shuffle the cards and I pick the card, you can see that in my Dutch video. Anyway, what I got out of this is we'll have to, in a way, be patient. But to me, this is not going to go anywhere. This feels like they're going to try. And we already see sometimes, around the world, there are some like these small outbreaks. They'll try to do that. But I think they're empty-handed. I think they wanted to do that. They wanted, their plan was all along to use health crises on another health crisis to really get people closed off, keep them in their houses, push all these things through. But I don't think they have that power anymore. So this doesn't feel like this could happen on large scale. How to say it, small scales, yes, I think this could happen. I do believe that they're trying out things. There are other health crises that are being used for that. I believe in Africa there are outbreaks of something else. And I think we're going to hear a few more things about that, but it's all on a smaller scale. If they really had that kind of power, they would have done it by now. Let's face it. If you just look at the past 3 years, first of all, they would have put out something that was way more dangerous than what happened the past 3 years. I do believe that the White Hats changed it, and the Dark Energy's intention was something else. Something way more lethal than what we actually got. And that also tells us, to me, enough that they are not capable of really bringing out the big guns anymore. I think they're empty-handed. And especially with the labs in the Ukraine, I believe most of it is already cleared. And Mr. P already taken care of most of that. So they don't have that kind of pull anymore to pull that off on such a large scale. So see if it resonates with you or not. This is what I got from the card. I don't believe we'll have to be patient, but to be very honest, I don't see anything like that. What happened the past 3 years, they'll try to come up with things. There'll be some outbreaks here and there, but not on this massive scale that we've seen the past 3 years. I don't believe they are capable of that anymore. They would have done that by now. They want to push through that digital money. They want to push through those passes, and of course in combination with the stings. They would have done it by now. Really, if that's how I view things, and that's how I see it. So that's what I've got on the video, and I also wanted to take a look at the energy of course, Easter. We've got, of course, we called Good Friday tomorrow, and that has to do with Jesus and the crucifixion and the rising above, rising from the dead. And I just wanted to take a look at the energies for the coming days, because it's a very interesting energy. It's the energy of rising above it all, rising above ourselves. And I think that's very important, that we transform, that we rise like the phoenix from the flame. And the interesting thing is the cards, I've got 3 cards for the energies of the coming days. And that first one is Judgment. And look at the card. It is actually rising out of the dead, so to speak, rising up, which is so suitable with, of course, the story about Jesus and what happened in the Bible. And this is just so interesting to me. We have the 3 of Cups. It's about celebration. And we have the 2 of Wands. So to me, this feels like the coming days we can use to evaluate how far we are. Look at how far we've gotten, in this journey. People waking up the past 3 years. Some people have been awake for 20, 30 years. And just see how far we are as humanity, but of course as how far you've come. And just look at this. Man is looking at this world, looking at his life, looking at how far he has come, evaluating things. That's what the Judgment card is about. And of course, letting go of everything that is not suitable anymore. And celebrate this time. Celebrate how far we've come as humanity, as just in our personal lives, what we've been through. We're still standing, we're still rising, we're not giving up, and it's just beautiful for the coming days, just for this energy to just really look at it, really step into our power, look at how far we've come. I think that's very important, because we sometimes get, we're looking around us so much and we kind of get stuck in those energies and all the manipulations that are going on we can just see it worldwide. It's so important to just look at our own life and how far we've come. Where are we now? Where were we a year ago? Where were we 3 years ago? If I just look at my own life, so much has changed. And I really am happy that I've made the choices I've made. I've mentioned this before in a video, that I'm glad that I actually started doing videos. It's almost 2 years ago that I started. And of course, you know, it took quite some time for me to really do it, but I could have decided not to do it. And where would I be now then? It's just mind-blowing in a way. So celebrate your choices. Celebrate that you're still standing. Celebrate that you've managed to stay committed to yourself and what you stand for. And that's a very important card, to really rise above it all and realize how strong we are and how far we've come. The other 3 cards are like advice for the coming days. Pentacles 5. We have the 6 of Wands and we have the Fool. So look at things that still are lacking, or that you feel like you put yourself outside of the house, so to speak, that you put yourself in the cold. Are there still things maybe about financial matters, so the energy of money, maybe a lack of love, or this feeling that you're lacking in understanding? Look at this. This is about lack. This is about not having what you want or what you need. Look at those things and see where you're standing in your own way, so to speak, and rise above it. Understand that you can be victorious, that you can change that. It's about letting go of convictions. It's about letting go of certain perspectives. It's about letting go of certain shadow parts you still carry inside of yourself, and just move above it. Understand that you can really rise above it all. It's very suitable again with this time. Rise above it all. Understand that you can let go of the old you that doesn't suit you anymore. If it suits you, then there's nothing wrong. But if you're still feeling this lack of, oh, I wish I had more of this in my life, or open yourself up, see what's still holding you back. And of course, really step into the energy of the Fool. The Fool is the first card of the major arcana. Everything is open for the Fool. Everything is possible for the Fool. It's like that child that is looking at the world with wonder, like, oh, what is possible? And really understanding that everything is possible. We're just limited by our own imagination. So the Fool card is very just an advice to step into, to realize that you can really step above this all, about this feeling that you don't have it all, or this lack, or things you may still feel like they're not in your life. You can really move above it. And really, it's about feeling inside of yourself. Connect with God, connect with your intuition, and everything will open up. There will be this world opening up, this beautiful things you can do and you can start, and everything will be possible, and you won't have to be bogged down by this feeling. So for the coming days, that's very interesting advice, and I wish you all a happy Easter. And of course, for the coming days, I most likely will be back Monday, maybe Tuesday. In the Netherlands, we have 2 Eastern days, which is similar to Christmas. We have 2 Christmas days. So first Easter day is Sunday, and then Monday we have the second Easter day. Not sure where that actually comes from, but I most likely will be back Monday. But I'll have to see how things go, of course. I'm going to be visiting my family as well. So we'll see how it goes. I wish you all happy coming days, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.